You're going to be the best football player on the field this season, and here's how you're going to do it. The time has arrived for your breakthrough on the football field to finally happen. It's going to take a couple months, but it's going to fly by because of what I'm going to show you in this video, because of how hard you're going to be working after you watch this video. Time is going to fly by, so enjoy it. I feel like some of the advice we get on the internet or in person can be very misleading, and it's really not the right advice. Whenever we are looking for advice, we need to look for advice that's completely tailored towards you. In this video, I'm going to be telling you some advice that is general to all people, and so I want you to take this with a grain of salt, and I want you to analyze yourself before you think that you really need to do what I say in this video, and analyze what it is that you really need and what are your problems and your habits. In this video, I'm gonna bring to light some of those things, and starting with number one is you're going to go to every team workout there is, every single strength and conditioning camp, every single day that you can. Like, if your family takes vacation, obviously you can't go, but every single day that you are waking up and breathing in the same city, you need to be going to work out with your team. Whenever they say you're supposed to work out, whenever they say you're supposed to practice, don't show up 5 minutes before right on time. Show up 30 minutes before, and get ready on your own time. Okay, do your own little things, get your mind right. Okay, you need to go to every single workout, okay, because that the coaches are going to like you like that, and you're going to get way better by practicing with your team. You're building chemistry, you're really competing. Okay, and if you're not willing to go to every single workout, if you're not willing to go work out in general, even if you're missing the workouts, it's just like, you're not going to be the best player on the field this season. And that's what I told you you're going to be, but you got to follow what I'm saying in these videos. Okay, now number two, you're going to do progressive overload. Every time you go to your team workouts, every time you go in your practices, you're running routes, you're a DB, you're doing your back pedals and all that, you're doing your fundamental stuff, when you're lifting weights, everything, I want you doing progressive overload. And what that means is you can apply this to working out, to lifting weights, and to doing the field work. Okay, and progressive overload is going up 5 pounds a week. And I say this a lot on my channel, is working out, progressive overload, going up your weight 5 pounds a week. You can do it by that, or you can just take a mental note of what weight you're doing. So if you're lifting 145, 135 on the bench, next week go 140. Okay, if you need to only add 2.5s on each side, then go ahead, but just a little weight, that's a little more resistance that your body is adapting to, that your muscles are adapting to, and that'll show. Okay, and like, if you have 10 reps and you fail at 6 reps on your workouts, whether it's squat, bench, even though I don't like those lifts, that will help you. So that will get you stronger. Strength translates into speed. Okay, this is how you're going to be the best player on the field, is by progressive overload, and not just in the weight room, but doing your field work too. Okay, whenever you're getting out your breaks, like, practice the very fundamental first step, then the very fundamental second step, and then come out the breaks harder every time. Okay, come out the breaks more explosive every time. We need a progressive overload, because if we don't progressive overload, if we do 135 on the bench the whole season and we don't ever go up, we're just going to look the same and probably get even skinnier because of all the running we're doing, all the conditioning we're doing in season. Whenever you lift weights and during the season, it's very hard to get stronger. Okay, unless you're going up very little. Like, usually people get weaker during the season, but what else you can do during the season is upping it 2.5 pounds a week. And usually people are doing the same, or maybe getting weaker because they're running a lot. But a hack for you is you can up the weight 2.5 pounds a week while they're doing the same thing, while they're maintaining. You're going up just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. And so that's a little hack. But progressive overload is the key to building muscle. Okay, the key to, and build, you want to build muscle and build strength. Strength makes you faster. The stronger your legs are, the stronger, like, the more force you can put in the ground. That's simple. Okay, so that's the second thing you're going to do going into this next season to be the best player. Now, the third thing you're going to do is, now before your practice or before your workouts, you're going to watch film on either you or your favorite player in the NFL. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back to being a receiver. Before you even show up to your practice early, because I said you're going to show up early. You said you're going to show up early, so you're going to show up early. But before you even do that, you're going to be watching film. And maybe while you're early waiting on the rest of the team so you can get ready and go, You're watching more film. So you're watching your favorite player's highlights. You're watching how he gets off press if you're a receiver. You're watching your favorite, if you're a quarterback, you're watching your favorite quarterback's his drop and looking at how he reads the ball. And or you're just watching film breakdowns where somebody is breaking down the coverage that the defense is running and how to beat certain coverages. You're watching stuff like that. If you're on defense, you're doing the exact same thing. You're watching your favorite linebackers, how their favorite linebackers plays, how they match certain things, how your favorite DB plays, what techniques they do. Before you go to practice, I need you to watch more film, to get it ingrained in yourself, because the more your body, the more you're exposed to it, the more possible it is for you to get that good. Okay, so expose yourself to it as much as you can. Okay, so that was 3 things that you're gonna do. The 4th thing I'm talking about is while you're hitting the field, while you're doing your field work. Now, this is the cheat code, okay? This is the cheat code only if you've been playing sports your whole life. Only if you've been playing sports majority of your life, this is gonna be a cheat code, okay? And I'll explain why later. But while you're hitting the field, you're gonna master your technique. The most basic thing about your technique, whether it's getting the handoff as a running back and going through the same drill your coach has you doing, okay? Or it's doing the same release into a slant route. Whatever it is, you're gonna master at it. You're gonna become the best at it, okay? The best at the most basic stuff. And the reason I say this is a cheat code only for the ones who have been playing sports a lot and playing this sport in particular a lot is the definition of optimal theory. And it's that external focus is better than internal focus, okay? So if you've been playing this sport for a long time and you have already mastered the basics, like, or not mastered them, but you're already very good at them. Now the internal versus external theory, internal versus external focus, I should say. Now all you got to do is focus externally, because when we focus internally, that's when we're trying to learn something. But since you already learned it, we can focus externally, and you can just tell your mind to shut up and play football, okay? And the reason why that's a cheat code is when you tell your mind to shut up and play football, you let your instincts take over and your subconscious take over. And when you do that, then that's when you are the best, okay? That's what the Hall of Famers do. That's what the best players in the world do. They let their body take over, and obviously they've repped it over time. And sometimes they make plays that are super smart, but it's because they've been making those plays that are super smart before. They made them in practice so they can make them in the game, okay? You got to practice your ass off. All the best players I've ever seen in person, the best players I played with, they would make some crazy plays. I would make some crazy plays, and my best teammates would make some crazy plays in practice. And you'll be like, bro, what? Like, if you're making plays like that in practice, that's how you know you're gonna be like that, okay? So make plays in practice, okay? Make game-like plays in practice, because that's what the best players in the world do. Now, the next thing you're gonna do to be the best player on the field is you're gonna have positive thoughts. You're not gonna entertain those negative thoughts that are dragging you down, that are making you think that you're not good enough. You're going to tell yourself that every day is a new day, every day is a new opportunity, every moment is a new moment. You're going to tell yourself, I'm going to show the world how great I am today. You're going to walk around school feeling like that. You're going to walk on the field feeling like that. No, you're going to be like, man, you know what? I'm going to show the world how great I am today. You don't got to say it, because please don't say it or out loud or to your teammates, because that, honestly, it sounds corny, okay? But say it in your head. Walk around feeling that way, like you are the man, like this is your world, and you're gonna show the world how great you are. You're gonna conquer the football field, conquer the world, whatever. Let your mindset run free. You don't have to say it. You don't have to tell other people that that's your way of thinking, that that's what you think in certain moments. You don't got to do that. Just believe in yourself, and you're not gonna let those thoughts like, oh, I'm not slow enough, oh, I'm not good enough, oh, this hurts, oh, I'm in pain. You're not going to let those thoughts take care of you. You're not going to let those thoughts control you, okay? You got to control your thoughts, because whenever you control your thoughts, that's when you have more control in life. And we don't want to be prisoners. Who wants to be a prisoner? Okay? Who wants to be a slave? Don't be a slave to your mind. Don't be a prisoner of your mind. Let's control our mind, okay? Let's control what we think, because what we think comes out into reality. So if you think you're slow, if you think you suck, you tell yourself you suck, then guess what? You suck. Whatever you believe to be true is true, okay? Shout out Shakespeare. The next thing that you're going to do is whenever you get home from your workouts, from your team workouts that we said you're going to go to, or if you're doing a separate workout after your team workouts by yourself, whenever you get home, you're going to have a big meal as fast as you can. Okay, so filled with protein, lean proteins, not peanut butter. We're talking grilled chicken, we're talking ground beef, we're talking egg, steak, salmon, fish, if you like fish, shrimp. We're talking about good, healthy proteins, maybe some lunch meat. Okay, we're talking all of that, and we're talking a lot of carbs, especially if it's over 45 minutes of workout. I want you to get more carbs in your system, get more carbs and protein. So rice, sweet potatoes, pasta, get all that after you did a whole lot of running. And if you work out over 45 minutes, get a whole lot of carbs in. Okay, that's what's gonna help your joints out. That's what's gonna build you muscle. That's what's gonna help you recover for your next workout. Okay, because this football stuff is long. Okay, the season is long, the workouts are long, but we don't look at it like that because we're in the moment. But we got to be ready for the next moment, and that's how we get ready, and that's how we recover from the last moment to get better for the next moment. So make sure you're getting a good big meal after you work out. Stemming off the last one, I kind of mentioned it earlier, but after you get a good big meal in, after you're resting your body from your workout, you're going to see how your body feels. Okay, so if your body feels like it can take another workout, your body feels amazing a couple hours after you already worked out, you already had your big meal. If your body feels great, then you can go ahead and get a second workout in, and this is probably more position work stuff, more route running, okay, more really good technique work. Or if your workout was only that at the beginning, maybe you can get a lift in, something like that. Okay, but this is only if your body is feeling good. If your body is in pain and it's hurting, and you have an option to go do a second workout, then I advise you, please don't do it. Your body's trying to tell you something. And the younger you are, the more you can get away from this, okay? But if you're starting to turn 18, 19, 20, then you're going to have to listen to your body more, okay? And please listen to that, because if you know my story, you know like that's what got me in trouble. That's what took years off of my football career, is not listening to my body and just pushing through the pain, because I thought that was the way to go. I thought that's how you were supposed to be great at football. But in some moments, yeah, you are supposed to push through the pain, but in some moments you're not. And those moments that you're not, you got to be able to tell the difference. Like, the way you can do that is, okay, do I need to do this? Like, is it mandatory for me to go work out after I'm hurting? Or is it mandatory for me to go on this next play to win the game for my team? Understand which situation, okay? If it's the workout and you don't need to do it, because like if you need a team lift and your body's hurting, you can show up and not really do the lift. You can tell your trainers that, and they'll take care of you. But if your team needs you and you're in pain, bro, push through that pain for the next couple plays. Because that's when you really need to push through the pain, not when it's off season, not when it's not in the game, but when the time that really matters, okay? And sometimes in practice, you may need to push through the pain just to show yourself that you have the ability to. But once you know you have the ability to push through the pain, it's not smart to do it every single time you're in pain, okay? If that makes sense, let me know. Let me know in the comments if that made sense or it didn't, and maybe I'll try to clarify it for y'all. But yeah, know when to push through the pain and know not when to push through your pain. Okay, if you can go another workout, then do another workout, but listen to your body, because your body's trying to tell you something, okay? Or if your body's feeling good, you can play your other sports that you play. You play basketball as well, you play baseball as well, go ahead and go do that. Okay, that's another thing you can do whenever your body's feeling good after your team workouts, is go practice your other sport. Because that helps you at football. That helps you get better at football. That helps you become a great athlete, and that is crucial for your health, crucial for your athleticism, to do other movements other than your sport, other than your main sport. And once you get done with that workout, go ahead and have another big meal and sleep 8 hours, at least 8 hours, okay? I already explained why the meals are good for you, and we already know that sleep is the best thing for recovery. If you don't get enough sleep, but you do your acupuncture needles, you do your game readies, you do all of that stuff, that is not going to help you if you don't get enough sleep. Sleep is the best thing for you, and make sure you're well rested especially if you're working out multiple times a day. Especially if we're playing football, we need to be well rested. Can't be staying up all night playing the game. Okay, the younger you are, the more you can get away, but I'm telling you, it's gonna catch up to you. Okay, whether you like it or not, whether you think it is or not, that doesn't mean it's not catching up to you. Okay, now obviously everything I said in this day will vary. See how this fits into your life, see how this fits into your routine, and then take action from there. Now you know how you're gonna dominate this season, how you're gonna be the best player on the field this season. But did you actually know that you are a genetically gifted athlete too? Okay, here's a video of me explaining that.